the way we deal with it. Oh my God, you hear that? There was like some sort of abruption of a noise. Even get me started. We got freaking FAZE clan being disbanded. We lost FAZE Rug and FAZE Adapt. FAZE Swag said he's next to go if FAZE Apex leaves, which FAZE Apex also said that he left. Like, bro, all these things, bro, it's like, how hard is it for it to just go down this path? Like, I think they said something about it being a discussion on pay and them wanting a percentage of them, which is like, honestly, it reminds me of the whole situation with Aiden Ross and just staying there rent free. So it's like, brother, you're already staying here rent free, and we didn't charge you for over a year or so, and now that we're asking like, yo, like, we want a percentage off of you, now you're gonna back out and be like, no, I don't want to be a part of that no more. Like, you, at this point, we know, you know what we're doing. We're here to invest in you so that later on you can invest in us. We have a little bit of like this thing that happened with Epstein. We're gonna release some stuff, and they released some stuff. They released images. They released freaking Michael Jackson. Boom, boom. We have freaking, I saw a picture of freaking Donald Trump and freaking Clinton freaking right there next to each other, naked in the Ghislaine Maxwell, whatever her name was. The one that went in prison. Apparently that she wasn't the only one involved in this whole entire freaking scandal. We had freaking two of Epstein's freaking other lovers that freaking were a part of it in a way, and they never got convicted of anything. Like, they were freaking just scotch-free, let go, but they knew everything. And we got Diddy over here trying to do an appeal so he can get out of prison. Like, what? I don't get it. And then freaking Diddy's freaking kids are making another documentary. They're making a documentary of what? I don't know. D4VD. Just a real quick, short little summary on what's going on with that now. I don't believe it anymore. Freaking TMZ is crazy. They've been saying a lot of things that started to come out as not true. They're saying he's gonna get arrested soon. Like, be quiet with that stuff. If you're gonna come out with a fact, freaking come out with it. Like, apparently the freaking manager testified. That's what they're saying. He testified. What did he testify on, though? For him to say, like, oh, freaking D4VD is gonna be in jail, likely, or he's gonna get, something's gonna happen to D4VD. Damn. We are back with another video, guys. Honestly, happy. Hopefully you guys had a great freaking, Christmas. Hopefully you guys had a good Christmas Eve. Hopefully you guys had a really good time, I kind of took the time off to like kind of, spend it with my fam, It was nice. It felt good, and now I'm back in full effect. There's a lot of things that honestly like are kind of happening, but not really, it's like not things that can't be really controlled, but I'm happy that this coming year is going to be the year that a lot of things do tend to happen. I said a lot of promises, and I said that like it'll be good, everything is going to be all fine, and like everything's going to be like professional. But you know what, dude, it's like the reality is, shoot, man, there is no budget. No, I'm kidding. But, it's just all about me just doing it, like I freaking got the whole logo thing that's going to come this coming year, because I don't want it to be, like right towards the end, I just want to start off with like a new bang, with a new little, freshness into everything. But like, if you guys haven't already, subscribe, follow me for more. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on, the Unk Status Podcast, Instagram. Everything just being down in the description below. All right. There's that. that's going on. Like this year is gonna be a year where we do a lot of things. We do a lot of just uh just New Year's resolution goals type deal. Like I freaking gained a lot of muscle back then, but then I kind of just stopped. Like I feel like I've been giving up a little bit, but there's nothing good other than next year to come. Like there's everything is gonna have to start coming up again. Like it's just gotta have these goals set, and this time like act on these goals. Like hold on with me. I don't know, man. Like this freaking winter has just been really windy. It's been cold, really, really cold, man. And this house has no AC, so we got to deal with it the way we deal with it. Oh my God, you hear that? There was like some sort of abruption of a noise. But anyways, today's episode is gonna be sponsored by me. I don't know. No, so today actually, there's a lot of news that has been going on. Okay. Don't even get me started. We got freaking FAZE clan being disbanded. We are losing FAZE members left and right. We lost FAZE Rug and FAZE Adapt. FAZE Swag said he's next to go if FAZE Apex leaves, which FAZE Apex also said that he left. Like, bro, all these things, man, that started coming out is crazy, because it's like we did not see this coming, and all of a sudden they just freaking went on and said like left FaZe Clan, left at FaZe Clan. It's like, okay, what's going on here? I thought everything was going really well, because even FaZe Ron is Ron now, right? Ronaldo, stable Ronaldo. He said he's come out and he said that like, yo, like the new owner of FaZe Clan is like one of the best, because it's like, what was it? He was like a not a gambler. He owns I don't know if it was Stake or something. It's a gambling website, okay? And he invested in it, and he obviously he was what brought freaking FaZe back to life. And so he said that Ron said that he talked to like the guy that owned the owner, and he was really cool with him, and he was like, oh, like asking for advice and stuff like on business side of things. So it's like, you would think that everything would be like nice, all sunshines and rainbows up in this wazoo, but it turns out is not. It turns out a lot of things behind the scenes have been going down. We have Apex, Adapt, saying that during the Minecraft stream, something was going on behind the scenes, so he had to end the stream usually like earlier, and it's like he said it wasn't really like him to do. So it's like he said that things were going down, so that was going on, and it's like, bro, it's like, how hard is it for it to just go down this path? Like, I think they said something about it being a discussion on pay and them wanting a percentage of them, which is like, honestly, it reminds me of the whole situation with Aiden Ross. If you guys remember, a few years ago, Aiden Ross would be in would it be the Clout House? No, it wasn't the Clout House. It was after the Clout House. It was like it was a Clybourne House or whatever is what they would call it. And he would stay there at that house, making content and just staying there rent free. So it's like, brother, you're already staying here rent free, and we didn't charge you for over a year or so. And now that we're asking like, yo, like we want a percentage off of you, now you're going to back out and be like, nah, I don't want to be a part of that no more. Like, you, at this point, we know, what we're doing. We're here to invest in you so that later on you can invest in us, and that later on, like, we could grow as a community and we could all help each other out. So it's like, that's the type of thing that you guys do out there in LA. I want no part of it, brother. I want no part of it, because it's like, hey, if you help me, I help you type deal. You know, it's like I invest in you so that you can invest in me later on. You know, you got my back later. Cause it's like, it's not just the fact that like, hey, I do want to do something good for you because I like, at the end of the day, I see potential in you, but it should be like a potential where it's like, okay, now I can capitalize on that from you, you know, like it's not something that, hey, everything is just going to be a handout. Everything is just going to be free. I think it's a pretty fair trade, you know? It's like, it's a 20-80 deal. You get 80%, I get 20. So I don't see an issue with that at all. But apparently it is an issue for them. You know, it's like, if there's no growth in a company and you're already investing in a company that isn't growing, and now that you're asking for a percentage because like, yo, like we're not profitable yet and we want to be profitable so that later on we can probably hit like a nice deal where it's like, we don't need anything from you anymore, because at the end of the day, like you're a part of the group and we're not, and we already saw that you invested in us as well as we invested in you. So now that we can grow without your money, we can keep it growing. And on top of that, we just pay you money, you know? That's kind of how it works with like, with the music deals and like artists like that, you know? It's like we invest money into you, you know, but we need that return back, you know? Like it's like you need to make that profit. Like we're gonna give you $1 million. Like that's what it is. It's like we give you a sign-in bonus of $1 million, and then if there's like a contract, right? So it was like kind of like I think the Bad Bunny and Sony contract, where it was like, this is how much money we're gonna give you, but we're not expecting anything back. You know, profit or loss. Like all that money, regardless if we make a profit, is gonna be kept to you. So it was like kind of like that. And so then it all freaking worked out at the end of the day. You know, they made their freaking profit, like crazy profit. And their return, it worked out. So that's kind of how it is with FaZe Clan. You know, FaZe Clan is just trying to get like a little bit of a return here and there, you know? Like give me some money back. At least give me something, bro. Like it just makes no sense. But, you know, freaking Aiden Ross had to say something like, yeah, bro, that's not right, man. Like, come on, man. Shut your mouth, brother. Freaking stingy ass. But, nah, so that happened with the FaZe Clan. All right, you know, like everything at the end of the day, FaZe Clan did come out and they did say like, yo, like, I wish y'all the best. We're still going strong with the CSGO team and everything is going to be good with that. But it's all about, at the end of the day, what's going to happen next with FaZe Clan? We don't know yet. What else? We have a little bit of like this thing that happened with Epstein. Okay? The files got released, just not everything. But, I mean, they did say they were going to release some stuff, and they released some stuff. They released images. They released freaking Michael Jackson. Boom, boom. We have freaking, I saw a picture of freaking Donald Trump and freaking Clinton freaking right there next to each other, naked in the bed. That was a crazy image I saw. Then there was a freaking another image of this, of Epstein with a little girl. First it was a picture of her with everything clothes on, right? And then the next picture is freaking her in the bed. It's like, what? Well, it wasn't even a picture of her. I think it was like freaking her clothes was out or somewhere, like, you know, it was like, what is going on with this stuff? And then the whole Clinton thing is like, okay, I don't think I condone anybody, you know, like everybody at the end of the day is fucking on some creepo vibes. Why are you doing this? You know, so it's like you just got to really realize who is over here out. Like, doesn't matter what side it is, like Democrats, freaking, you know, like Republicans, they're both freaking creepos at the end of the day. You know, it's not it at the end of the day. But so that was what happened. They redacted a lot of things on the files, you know, and apparently that if you highlight it and then you copy and paste it into a freaking notes thing, that the whole entire paragraphs would be redacted. Like, I mean, they would come back, like they would reappear because they were sloppy with the way that they just redacted everything. Which, I mean, good thing, because shit, we need to know what happened. Like, we need to know like what was said, who was on there, because like they took out a lot of people's names. And let's not just talk about that. We talk about freaking Ghislaine Maxwell, whatever her name was, the one that went in prison. Apparently that she wasn't the only one involved in this whole entire freaking scandal. We had freaking 2 of Epstein's freaking other lovers that freaking were a part of it in a way, and they never got convicted of anything. Like, they were freaking just scotch-free, let go, but they knew everything. Like, okay. And then Donald Trump's name is all over it, and yet freaking those were the names that were redacted as well. It's like, who are you trying to freaking protect? I do not understand. Things are not making sense in here. Who are you trying to protect? It's just not it. It's just not it. But so that happened, and then how many other names got involved into it, man? It's just wild. Freaking, we got Diddy over here trying to do an appeal so he can get out of prison. Like, what? I don't get it. And then freaking Diddy's freaking kids are making another documentary. Not another. They're making a documentary of what? I don't know. Because it's like, brother, the freaking 50 Cent documentary came out. And that shit was all over the place on him. Like, they were on his ass. So what are they going to say about Diddy now? Like, what are the kids going to say? I don't freaking know, man. I don't know. It's because, like, okay, what do they have that it could actually be some sort of like something to make him look better? Was the fact that he adopted a child? Like, I'm sorry, I don't think that would make him look better, but like, because maybe he did some other stuff like the Epstein stuff, you know, like, I don't know, but, or it could be just that, like, oh, he was just a freak, bruh. Brother just wanted to have his freak on, and everything was done the legitimate way, and I don't know about that, brother. I don't know. Listen, I don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here listening on what's going on, bro. Because I don't know. I don't know as much as I should about that. But that was going on. And then, to be honest, shit, that's all I got. I got nothing, bro. Freaking tornado happened a few days ago. Illinois. What can I tell you? It's a little bit wild. Let's see what happened. What else? Because I did have something on. Let me see.
That's what.
Oh yeah. Peso Pluma came out with his album. I liked it. It was all right. You know, there wasn't really much craziness that would have made him like, okay, this song is gonna make it huge. Like, okay. Every song that he came out with sounds rightfully similar, but there was a good one. There was a banger, I will admit, but it was just like, I only listened to it once, so I couldn't really digest it as much as I could. Like, I listened to all the songs once, but this is what happened. Anthony Joshua got into a car accident. I think it was like his coach died, and it wasn't just him. It was like somebody else there as well did die. I will have to put that up there as well. What else is there? They were trying to say that freaking Michael Jackson the picture of Michael Jackson was crazy, and it was like he had pictures with Epstein, like 2 or something, but it was like they all had reasonable doubt as to like why they were taken there. It was like children stuff, and it was like some sort of charity, and like another thing was like he paid him to be there to perform or something. It was just common sense stuff, you know. And there was one more thing. I just had to hold on. I just had to think about it. Hold on, brother. Hold on here, brother. Oh, Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj appeared as a guest in the Turning Point USA, and everybody's hating on her. Rightfully so. Rightfully so, because come on now, what's going on with freaking Nicki Minaj? Like, apparently this is what allegedly is going on, you know. They're saying that she freaking appeared just to try and be on the good side of them and the whole entire team of Trump because of her husband or whatever having freaking a few offenses, you know, for domestic violence. So she's trying to be on the good side apparently, just to like, you know, expunge it, just to remove all that bad stuff so he could be good. Like, come on now. You best believe it. If it happens to you, don't be surprised. That's all I can say about that. And then freaking what? D4VD. Just a real quick, short little summary on what's going on with that now. I don't believe it anymore. Freaking TMZ is crazy. They've been saying a lot of things that started to come out as not true. They're saying he's going to get arrested shortly, soon. Like, be quiet with that stuff. If you're going to come out with a fact, freaking come out with it. Like, apparently the freaking manager testified. That's what they're saying. He testified. What did he testify on, though? For him to say, like, oh, freaking D4VD is going to be in jail, likely, or he's going to get, something's going to happen to D4VD. Like, until it comes out that, okay, the freaking person, he testified saying this, X, Y, and Z, then I'll believe it. But until then, until that day happens, everything that's going to come out of freaking TMZ's mouth, I am believing it until it says, this is what happened. Oops, my bad. This is what happened. These are the facts. These are my sources. Unlike how they said, oh, because we knew the chief or this person was in the know of everything that was going on in the case. Turned out that guy was just a random. Like, until I know the actual facts, come on, TMZ, come out with some actual legitimacy. Come, like, you freaking are losing us. You are losing us on all this stuff. I don't believe a word. I don't believe a word that they say. But that has been episode 48, 49, or 50. I think 50. But yeah, shit. Episode 50. It was a pretty short one. Short-lived. You know, just subscribe. Like always, like, share to your family, to your tia, to everybody. Hopefully, you guys, you have a good New Year. Hopefully, you guys had a good Christmas. And I hope that I do upload one on New Year's, maybe. I'll think about it, you know. We'll see. But that has been your boy, Michael Cuevas, and I am out. Peace.